Hello, hello. Good evening, my dear partners and the guests of our presentation. I'm so excited and so happy to be with you tonight. And thank you very much for your time. And thank you very much for finding the desire to be with us. My name is Inga Tavadze. I'm the Managing Director of APL Go Company. I've joined the company more than 1 year ago, and I never regretted it. And I'm so glad and so happy to introduce you our new associate, our new partner, whose name is Jeffrey DeLeonardis, and he's going to be my partner with. Hi, Jeff. How are you?
How you guys doing today?
Yeah, I'm so excited to lead this presentation with you tonight. And I'm going to say a couple of words about myself, and then Mike is yours,
Okay,
if you
sounds
will.
good.
Okay, so I joined the company last year in July 2020. It was the midst of pandemic, and actually the friend of mine, she is my sponsor today. She tried to talk about this company and the product in February 2020, when I had no idea about what is ahead of us. I had my full-time job, I had my income, and I had no worries whatsoever. So I kind of was deaf at the point, and I didn't hear her. But she, tried again. And in several months, when we were in lockdown, she just, called me and she asked whether how am I doing, how are my daughters, and she said that she wanted to send a gift to me. Well, who doesn't like presents, right? She said she's going to send me the short video, and I was supposed to watch that video and choose the product which is more suitable for myself. So I went ahead and did that, and I chose one product which is called GTS, my favorite. But I also liked RLX. But she said that she was going to give me one box as a present. And I was not brave enough to say, hey, Marina, I want another box as a present. But I thought to myself that I will just give it a try. And if I like it, I will purchase RLX. But what happened is she sent me the box, the parcel actually, and there were two boxes. When I opened it, it was GTS and RLX. So the magic started with that. I tried GTS and I had an instant result, because at that moment I was sitting at home. I was very stressful, lack of energy. I didn't have an interest to do anything at all. I don't want to call it depression, but it was sort of a depression. So GTS gave me instant result. Like, I got an energy. I started, doing stuff at home. I started playing with my kids. So my kids were so happy. They were saying like, oh my God, finally we see our mom is back to normal and stuff like that. So that's how I decided to become the partner of our company. And I purchased $400 kit. And after that, I'm using the product, and I am beyond happy and, satisfied with it. My health is great, my energy level, and I am meeting amazing people like Jeff. And I would like you to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
All right, sounds good. Well, everybody, my name is Jeff DeLeonardis. So before being introduced to APL, my field of work is web development and digital marketing. So I have a little bit of experience in marketing outside of this, but it's a much different spectrum of work, right? So I had just come back to New York about 2 months back. I was living out in Vegas, and I came back, and I was spending time with my friend, a very good friend of mine, Dennis. And one day I'm sitting outside with him and his father, and they start telling me about these products because we were talking about just life in general and various things. And I mentioned to them that I have ADHD, and I have trouble sleeping at night. I have trouble focusing, things like that. And my friend's father turns around and is like, I've been using this product. It's helped with my eczema. It's helped with like normalizing my blood sugar and this, that, and the third. And we have a product that I would help you with falling asleep at night. And I'm not going to lie to you, I'm a skeptic at heart. So somebody tells me that a problem I've lived my whole life with, falling asleep, I'm talking 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning before I can finally fall asleep sometimes. Somebody tells me they have a way to solve that. I don't believe it. That's too good to be true. You hand me one of these little candies, that's even better. That can't be true. That's fairy tale. But I gave it an honest try. I took it that night, and within 30 minutes, I passed out. I had slept better than I have since I can even remember when. And I woke up the next morning. I went downstairs and I saw him, and I was like, what is in that stuff? Like what kind of magic are you guys working with this that I was able to fall asleep? Because that's too good for me, right? And he turns around, he starts laughing, and he tells me about another product as well. And sure enough, I tried that one, Brainy, which I'll talk about a little later. And sure enough, I found myself coding that day without any interruption, the ability to focus better than I have in a long time. And it was at that point that I was sold. Like how these two products coming in and allowing me to overcome some of these problems that I've dealt with my whole life is, again, just fantastic. And I was interested in learning more, and he brought me into the company, into the family of APL. And so far, it's been an amazing experience. So, Inga, I wanted to actually take a little bit of time to talk about the technology that makes all this possible after doing a bunch of research on why. Do you mind if I take the lead on that?
Absolutely no.
All right. So let's.
I've heard my voice echoing.
Oh, my apologies on that. Click. All right. So I wanted to start off talking about the technology that makes this all possible, right? I've done a lot of research and digging into Accumulate SA and what makes it so powerful. And a show of hands, if I can see, how many people are familiar with negative ions and positive ions? So we've got some people that know about it. And what's beautiful about the Accumulate SA technology is that not only are we able to gather the botanical DNA from a lot of these active ingredients through, freezing and exposing these to just simulating lightning storms to get these botanicals charged with negative ions, but this is a patent that kind of allows us to do that at exponentially efficient rates, right? So, Inga, what's the importance of getting these botanical DNA and these negative ions into this drop, and how we take these drops and why they're so effective?
Well, we take these drops sublingually, which means we put them under our tongue. And as we know, when we use the product, putting our tongue, all the blood, like bloodstream vessels, they are located in our mouth, right, and under our tongue. So when it gets right to our bloodstream, we are receiving the rapid gratification, and that's why we are receiving the instant result. It takes 17 seconds actually to go to our bloodstream, and to give us, to awaken our, like sleeping cells, I want to call it, or
Yeah.
diseased cells. Because our cells, they need the balance of the negative and positive charge, negative and positive ions, right? So we are surrounded with the cell phones, with the electronic devices. We're sitting in front of our computer, most of us, right, all day long, especially you, because that's your profession, right?
Yeah.
How many hours do you spend in front of your computer? I, as a woman, I am cooking. I am, like, I am a mom of these two daughters, precious daughters. So I am surrounded by fridge, microwave, and all these appliances, right? All these appliances, they are charging our cells and our body with the positive ions, which is very, very harmful for our health and our,
Yeah.
yeah, and
So
our,
it sounds like we're just being bombarded with them at all
yes, we
times. So
are being bombarded. Yes, believe it or not, we cannot even, we don't know how harmful it is, because remember the times when, you know, the cell phones were brand new to the world. And, I was told not to keep my phone close to my ear or to my heart,
yeah.
because I didn't understand why it was that important, but I didn't know the reason behind that. But right now, when I am familiar with this amazing technology, now I am, like the puzzle fits together, like we say. I am putting this puzzle together. I'm putting two and two together. Why I was told by my father and my elderly people not to use the phone so close to my
Yeah.
body, because it can damage our health very, very strongly. We cannot even believe that. And our product helps us to prevent that harm and that danger. And would you like to talk about this
Oh,
technology deeper?
yeah. So if we're being bombarded with all these positive ions, it just makes sense that we need to balance our bodies, right? So one of the ways that we do that is being exposed to negative ions. Now, I had asked briefly before if anybody knew what the negative ions were, and said that I'd talk more about it. So negative ions is naturally occurring, right? So we see it a lot in nature when we go out to beaches, waterfalls specifically. Waterfalls produce a lot of negative ions. Lightning storms in the field. If you've ever gone and experienced it, I have had the pleasure, and it's a very like surreal almost experience. The way that you feel being surrounded by negative ions, and it's just our body coming back to balance, right? So the beautiful thing about the cumulative SA technology is that we've been able to take these negative ions and pack them into these small drops, right? And like you said, this is a sublingual delivery. So it gets right into our bloodstream, and we feel the effects of these negative ions almost immediately, if not immediately, depending on the case.
Yeah.
And that's so important to be able to fight off. Again, going back to, we live in a society where every single day we're exposed to these things. If I live in New York City, so between using my phone, my computer, when I'm out and about traveling, cars generated exhaust, like it's everywhere. You can't avoid it. So we need a way to fight back, right? And this is our way to allow our body to fight back and balance itself out. Now, I wanted to go into some of the products a little bit more, if that's all right with you.
Of course. Yes, with a great
So
pleasure.
we have a bunch of these products, and I know that you've mentioned that you take GTS yourself, right? And now
Yeah.
I've tried GTS a couple of times, and as somebody who's an avid coffee drinker, I swear by it. It's pretty amazing. Why don't you take some time to go in a little more depth about GTS and why it's your favorite product, right?
Yeah, because as you see, one of the active ingredients is green tea and Siberian ginseng. So these products, they give you the strengths. Actually, the product itself talks about it, so, right? It says get strength. So when, when we are tired, or when we are, let's say when we are driving a car and it's late, right? Late hours, and uh, we are getting sleepy and tired, and it is pretty dangerous, right? To be sleepy behind the wheel. So if you put this magic candy under your tongue, you get strength, you get energy right away. And it is very essential, I think. That is why this is my favorite product. Every time I'm tired and I have to be there for my daughters, for my family, and for myself, I take GTS.
That's amazing. Do you use any of the other products besides GTS? I know you briefly mentioned RLX, but is there any ones
Yeah,
besides those?
yeah, I take RLX. I never had insomnia like you mentioned, but sometimes, I don't know, I was never diagnosed as ADHD, but I have this, constant thoughts, what I have to do, like to-do list,
Yeah.
yeah, like feminine brain works like that. I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do, and I cannot just, stop thinking. When I go through that stage, I take RLX, and I just, go to sleep without any extra thoughts.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Which is valuable. It's very
Yeah,
valuable,
very
especially.
valuable.
Uh,
And
I know
also
you had
I
mentioned.
take Grow. I take Grow, GRW, which is very important for me to, maintain the health and to support the immune system of my family and myself as well.
Mhm.
I don't know if I mentioned that currently I work as a teacher of the child care center, and I deal with a lot of little children. I deal with a lot of kids who are not necessarily healthy all the time. Unfortunately, that happens. And by taking Grow, I know that my immune system is safe. My health is safe. When before I would get sick 2 times per month as a minimum. Never
So,
happened.
so you have seen results with Grow in terms of like you don't really take sick days anymore, right?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah,
Absolutely not. Yeah.
that's fantastic.
And yeah, the trying times of pandemic, it's very important, like I think it is very, very essential and very important to have such a product, just to be sure. It's like, my life jacket. I call it my
Absolutely.
life jacket. Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to go further into depth of that RLX. I know you mentioned it again.
Yes.
And again, this is the product that initially had introduced me to APL, and I keep it, like it's already open. I keep it next to me at all times just in case.
Yeah.
So RLX is again it almost seemed like magic to me at first, like I said before. And I just can't get over how well it works. I know that on top of it helping me, for example, I was spending the night at my friend's house up in the Bronx about 2 weeks ago, and he had a long day the next day, but he just couldn't fall asleep. So I was like, look, I'm about to take this RLX. I know that you haven't tried it before, but here, take one. What's the worst that happens? You take a candy that tastes bad and it doesn't work for you. Oh well, and no big loss. I gave it to him. He fell asleep before I did.
Wow.
He woke up the next morning like, what was in that thing? The same reaction. And I feel like that's a very common reaction for a lot of people when they take this. Like, what? How is this possible? And the way that it's possible is going back to the technology that does it, being able to take the botanical DNA of things like chamomile, Siberian ginseng, passion flower, the pine nut DNA, right? Like all of this stuff getting extracted and put into these drops, we get more of a condensed power punch of these botanicals than we would by taking supplements or powders and things like that, right?
Of course.
And
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to talk about the other product that I swear by, that I was talking about earlier too, Brainy.
Yes.
I actually, I have one left out of my packet right now. I was considering taking it. I just have. I have to open up my new box soon. Um, but that stuff, again, I've never been able to concentrate as good as I have on Brainy, and it's kind of impressive to see that, you know, and if we take a look at these active ingredients, it makes sense too, right? Like the ginkgo, the green tea, like we said, the same active ingredient GTS that helps us more mental energy and more alertness, right? The magnolia vine. There's just, it's such an amazing product. And I know that I've mentioned how Brainy has helped me with my focus and that, but I believe you had told me briefly outside of this call that you use Brainy yourself.
Yes, absolutely. Every time I have a presentation or I have a serious meeting, I take Brainy, and it helps me to be focused and to, you know, to be concentrated. And I don't have those extra thoughts in my head anymore.
Yeah.
Brainy is my favorite, one of my favorite products. I take it on a daily basis, I want to say, because I have to be alert. I have to be concentrated and focused on stuff I'm doing in my life. And also my daughter, she had tremendous result.
Oh,
Yeah, she had hard time. She's very gifted and talented, but she had hard time focusing in front of her computer, having remote online schooling. And while once she started taking Brainy, and she was very skeptic about it because she said that it had tastes like coffee, and she did not want to get addictive to the coffee. But then I convinced her that it's not dangerous. Don't worry about it. And she started taking Brainy, and she is having like magical results, brilliant results. She passed a math test, and she brought 100%
that's
result.
amazing.
Yes, yeah, it was amazing. So I'm so proud of her, and I cannot be more proud of her. Well, with the Brainy as well. So that's our result. And it was so
That's
funny
amazing.
when you were saying that it was like it was too good to be true when your friend and your friend's father gave you this product to try. That was my reaction. Exactly. I called my friend in 10 minutes, and I was like, what did you send it to me? What's that? It cannot be true. Uh, is it legal at all? And she said, of course, look at the certificates. And speaking of certificates, can you show the slide, please?
Yeah, so we're both halal, kosher,
Yes.
which is amazing. We're FDA registered. We have ISO 22000 and ISO 9000 as well. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I mean that's pretty fantastic, if you ask me, to be able to live up to the quality that the world should be expecting of us. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, and it is absolutely legal. It is certified. It is FDA registered. So I can, I can freely talk about these products. And actually, if you look at the boxes, you see it has the tiny sign, the signs,
Yeah.
icons. That's shows the certificates actually. Case for kosher, halal, you see, halal, then two, Australian, so, or Austria. I cannot see Austria. Yeah, it's European standard. So we
And we
can
all
be,
know how much more strict they are with their standards than we are out here. So that's pretty
yeah,
reassuring, right? Now
absolutely.
I had a question. So I know you've told us about the stories of your success stories with these products, and I've mentioned a couple of mine. But I wanted to know, besides your family's health and your health and the benefits that you're getting from these things, is there another reason that you've stayed part of the APL family?
Yes, of course. When I started taking the product and I shared it with my friends, and I
Mhm.
actually invited my friends to, uh, the way my friend invited me. So I invited my friend to become the partner of the company because, I showed her the way how to save money. Instead of, buying the product for 100%, I said, hey, you can save money. You can get a discount, and you can buy the same product, exact same product for 50%. Isn't it better? She said, of course it is. And that's the way how I learned that we can make money here. So it gives us a very good business opportunity. Of making money, and we have 11 ways to have an income. We have 11 different bonuses, and I would love to talk about the basic bonuses, the customer bonus, start bonus, group bonus, and the matching group bonus, which is also called the leader bonus.
Okay.
So let's say you've never heard about this company, and I'm just, I want to share the product with you, right, Jeff? And
Hmm.
I want to invite you to, become my customer. So I'm sending you the link, my link, because every associate, every partner, every single partner has its own link. And I'm sending my link to you through email or messenger or text message, whatever the platform is. And through my link, you just, pushing the button of my link, and through my link, you happen to go to the APL store, right? And it gives you the 10% discount of the full price. But it gives me the customer bonus. So if you, let's say, for example, purchase the products for $100, $30 out of those $100 go to my account.
That's a pretty impressive number.
Right? How do you like it?
I I can't say that I don't like it. It sounds amazing to me. 30% commission is a pretty large commission.
Yeah, 30% commission. And the rest, 70%, that goes to our account as well as a PV. It's like actually the point volume. It's like the inner currency. If we have the newcomers here or the guests, they might not will understand what PV is, but for our initial partners, it is of course clear. So this PV is like a point volume which you accumulate on your account, like you gather it, and you can use those PVs for both your activity, or you can upgrade the status if you enter the company with a low go kit.
Hmm.
Then you can upgrade your status, right? And the start bonus, so the customer bonus is very good. It's like amazing, and I love that bonus. The start bonus is actually the following. Let's say I want to invite you to the company, right, as a partner already, or just as a customer, but I'm suggesting to purchase one of our 6 Go Kit start packages, right? We have 6 different Go Status packages, which start from $100 to $3,000. And check this out. So if you purchase the $100 Go Status package, right?
Hmm.
I receive a start bonus of $10 immediately, right away. It goes to my account, my back office account. If let's say you decide to purchase more product, right? You liked it, or you have a big family, or you want to share with your friends, and you want to build your business, and you're deciding to purchase the $600 package, right? I receive $105 start bonus right away. But if you are very, very ambitious and you want to become a diamond of our company and purchase $3,000 package, then in that case, I make $600 start bonus. How do you like
That's a
that?
pretty good system.
Yes. But check this out. Let's say if you found two people, right? Two ambitious people who want to become partners of the company and make a business with us. And they decided to purchase like each of them, $3,000 Go Status package. Then your income is what? Your start bonus is $1,200.
I could use $1,200. I think we all can, right?
Me too. I have a plan already. Yeah, so that's the way you create the group. And we are going to talk about the group bonus that way. So the start bonus, it does not matter what is your Go Status package. You can purchase like for $100 package, or you can purchase the package for $3,000. You are making the same exact start bonus, but the group bonus, right? Here, it depends on what is your Go Status package. It depends what is your status in the company. Mm-hmm. Okay, and we are getting like bonus starting from 10% to 30%. Let's say if your status is $100, right? Go Status package, then you are by inviting two people or more, and thus you are creating a group of people, right? Mm-hmm. You are collecting 10% of their income, right? Of their PVs. That's where I have to mention PVs because the group bonus is calculated from PVs gathered by the sales of gathered by the group sales, right? Yeah. But if your Go Status package is $3,000, then this is the maximum amount, the maximum percentage of group bonus, which is 30%. And I would suggest to everybody to reach that level, because this is giving you the maximum income of group bonus. You don't want to lose that money. But by doing the same steps, by implementing the same steps and inviting the same amount of people, or fulfilling the same volume of job, you will get more income. Absolutely. If you are on diamond status. That's how important it is to be a diamond in this company. While you're diamond, you will never go back. That's your maximum income.
That sounds good to me. Now, I would imagine that, well, you said you had the leader bonus as well. So if you've put together a group already, I would imagine that past a handful of people, now you're reaching different levels of bonus as well, right?
Yes, the more people you invite, the more income you get. And actually that's the group, that's the leader bonus. So, when you are inviting people and when you have the big group of people, right, you are becoming a leader in this company. Leaders are considered those who invited two partners in this company already. But if you have more and if you have active partners, then of course you are a leader. And yeah. The power of duplication in this company is very important. So you invite your friends, and then they invite their friends, and they're you're teaching your friend to do this business, and your friends are teaching their people to do this business. And that's how you create your structure. That's how you create your group of partners, right? And you actually, why it is called the matching group bonus? Because you are receiving the 20% of their group bonus. Yes. How do you like it?
That's a lot of stacking bonuses. So if I bring in diamond members, not only am I collecting 30% off of my group bonus, but now I'm collecting percentage based off of my entire team underneath them as a leader.
Exactly. Yeah, and
like
you can collect that bonus from the first level deep to the 7th level. And I think it's unheard of, and I think it's, you know, it's very inspiring to invite a lot of people and to teach them how to do this business and become successful. And the more money they make, the more money you make.
I mean, I'm all down for that. Now, this is you said it's down to the 7th level, so.
Yeah, as you see, you know, if you invite like 5 people and those 5 people, they bring 25, so you see this progression, right? And by the end, on the 7th level, if everyone is active and, you know, ambitious and successful, then altogether you can create the group of 78,125 people. And
that would be fantastic to have a team that large, right?
Yes. So our goal is to, you know, to create such a team and to become successful. You know, just the power of sharing is amazing, and we have to share the results. We have to share our, you know, like the products with our friends, and that's how we become, you know, prosperous.
Absolutely. And I know that you had mentioned before that there's 11 different bonuses. This is just 4 of the bonuses that are offered through the company. So I would love to take this opportunity to tell our partners here and our friends and family here that if you have any questions about these bonuses or any of the other bonuses that we haven't mentioned, feel free to reach out to your sponsor or somebody that introduced you to the company, and we can get you whatever information you need to explain that further. Right, Inga?
Right. Yes, I would suggest to refer to the person who invited you to this presentation tonight, and talk deeply about the other bonuses with your, you know, friends or with your upline sponsors, whoever it is. Yeah, you can reach tremendous success.
And with that, I also know the company's been around for quite some time. I believe that there's an anniversary event going on pretty soon, right?
Right. It's the 10th anniversary is coming up. Actually, it will take place in Moscow on the 13th and 14th of November. I know there is a ticket, right? We can.
Yes, you can purchase an online ticket, I believe, through the back office. You should be able to purchase an online ticket to attend the event if you can make it to the in-person event. I hear those events are fantastic to be around, to be a part of. But yeah, there's the online tickets that you can purchase through the back office site for any partners that are already signed up through back office. If not,
Yes,
I'll tell you how to do that. But I'm excited for that. Honestly speaking, I've heard that these anniversary events are like a blast. So if you're lucky enough to attend with us, that'd be kind of great.
Yeah, events itself are like amazing in our company, and because our president, he's like, oh, his fantasies, you know, beyond realistic, and his wife, who is Olga Kulikova, who is the creative director of the company. I don't know, they are bringing up the ideas, and they are creating some marvelous events. I've never seen anything like that. You know, the magic shows, the you know, like parties, like dancing contests and stuff like that. So I personally was in Las Vegas this year. I participated in that forum rise. Also, I went to New York in June this year. I went to Philadelphia last year, and we celebrated the 9th anniversary of APL Go. Yeah, so every time is fun. So if you want
well,
to
I'm excited to be jumping onto the company now and being able to experience that fun with you guys. It's been a pleasure being able to meet the partners that I have met, and just to see the opportunities before us, because I do think that there's a big opportunity for this company, especially hitting the US markets the way that we are. So I'm excited for the future for this company and for us and for our team. So, and I wanted to take this time. We're near the end of our presentation. I actually have to make a run out to handle a couple of things before the night's over. But I wanted to thank everybody for coming and sitting through this. And I think it is a suiting slide to be ending this off on. With everyone, give yourselves a round of applause for sitting through our presentation. Hopefully, it's been informative and entertaining for you guys to sit here and learn more about our own personal experiences with APL Go and how we can move forward with such a prosperous and amazing company.
Yeah, absolutely. We deserve a round of applause. And yeah, like I always like to repeat that phrase, which our president says, stop dreaming. It's time to start working and making real money.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I want to take an advantage and thank Ms. Victoria Garber for technical support. Thank you very much, Vicky, for your help as always. And thank you very much, Jeff. It was a pleasure to lead this presentation with you tonight. And thank you very much, our guests, for staying with us. We hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you. It was fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're
Take care,
welcome.
guys.